Hey everybody, welcome back to another gameplay episode on Caster's Corner. I'm CasterMJ, and along with me, I have Deadly.
Hey everybody.
And today we have new spellbooks, Deadly 1-2-0 in the last series. So we're just going to start another new series of a best of 3 game. So this is going to be the first match in that best of 3. So with that, let's just do high roll to see who goes first.
Sounds good.
I got a 4.
I got a 4.
Ooh, I got a 6.
I got a 1.
Alright. So I'm just going to give us a few quick little shuffles. And I'm going to cut it down the middle.
Sounds good.
I'm going to keep my hand.
I will. I'm gonna keep as well.
Alright. I'm going to bookmark to start. I will play down a flame aura. I will play down an unending fire crystal. I will fatigue 1 to bookmark 2. And I will pass turn to you.
Alright. Bookmark. I will play Prism Aura. Pass.
Okay, I'm going to bookmark. I'll awaken my aura, my crystal. I will play an aura for turn. And I'm going to I'm going to fatigue for 2. Bring out a green fireball. I'm going to fatigue for 2. And I'm going to bring out a Griddle Grease Repeat.
Okay. What's he swing for?
So he swings for 40 and 4 burn.
Okay.
So I'm going to do exactly that right now. So 40 and 4 burn to caster.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, and I will pass turn to you.
Bookmark. I will play Spirit Aura. I'll fatigue for 2. 2 Spirit. To put a curse on Fireball.
Okay. I'm just going to indicate it with that.
And then I'm going to pass turn and loses 20 LP. from the curse.
Okay. I'll bookmark.
Pass my turn, so it counts down the burn counter.
That's what curse does. Oh yeah, that too. Bam.
Yeah. That.
Bam. Yep. You got 2 left. Okay. So, I think I am going to play 2 for Green Firewolf. Then I'm going to play 2 for a Felix de Fire Demon.
Okay.
And with that, I will swing into caster for 40.
40's good.
And then I will swing into caster for 30.
30's good.
And then I will pass turn. And he dies.
Yep. I'll bookmark. Awaken. How much does Felix Doe swing for?
He is swinging for 30 and 2 burn.
Okay. All right, so I will place down a Spirit Aura. I will fatigue for 2 Spirit Aura. And I'm going to possess the green fireball. It's going to
Okay.
awaken and take 5 damage. And then I'm going to swing that into Griddle Greaser Pete, which then should swing back and kill him, right?
So, yep, right.
Yeah.
So
And
he
he
will
takes
do 30 to him.
30 and
So,
1
yep.
burn, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, and then with that, I will pass turn.
So your burn comes off, and so does mine on him. Yeah. Bookmark. Awaken. Okay, let's see here. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is, you know what, let me just do it like this. I'm going to do 40 and 4 burn to caster.
That's good.
Four. And then I'm going to fatigue him, awaken target beastie, and have them declare an attack against target caster of my choice.
Yep.
A legal attack against caster of your choice. Yep. So another 40.
Yep, you're good.
And then I'll Actually, yeah, I'll just pass turn.
How many cards do you have in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, same. Bookmark. I'll awaken. Place down Flame Aura.
Ooh.
Pass.
Old bookmark. Play 2 for Felix Doe.
Okay.
And I will swing 40 into caster.
40's good.
I will use his ability again.
I'm going to
awaken him.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. I'm gonna fatigue
Okay.
for 3 spirit. And then I'm gonna play Bloody Mary as response to you trying to use Felix Doe's power. I
Okay.
will roll. I have to roll for fear on Felix Doe.
Yep.
5, no fear. So you're good. You can actually awaken Piggy. But unfortunately,
Okay.
the Piggy has to swing a caster, even though this is spirit.
Yep. So it's doing the 40 to caster.
Yep, you're good.
And then I will pass turn. And it's your turn, and you have 1 burn remaining, just so you're aware.
Okay. Bookmark. Awaken. Fatigue for 1 for bookmark.
I will. You're good actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bookmark 1. 2. I'm going to swing 70 into your Unending Fire Crystal.
You got it.
I will place down Burning Spirit Imprint.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
And you take the 20 for burn. No, your burn is off.
Nice.
Okay. What is the LP of Bloody Mary, if you don't mind me asking?
40.
Okay, I am going to fatigue 2. I'm going to use an explosion. I will do 50 to her
Alright.
and 10 to you, the caster.
Alright.
And I'll roll for your burn. 5. And let's do.
Take 25.
I'm sorry?
Take 25 for the explosion.
Oh, no, yep, you're right. Sorry about that. Then I'm going to do 30 to your crystal or imprint, whatever the thing is, and another 30 to kill it.
Alright.
And I will do 40 to caster.
Alright, that's good.
And I'll pass turn to you.
Bookmark. Awaken. Okay. Fatigue for 3. Go ahead and drop out Walking Sam.
Nice.
And I'll pass.
Okay. I'll awaken. And what is Sam's LP?
60.
So I'm going to fatigue 2. And I'm going to explosion all 60 to Walking Sam.
Okay.
And I take 25. I did the 25 this time, right away.
That's fine.
And oh, let me do this too. So you're down to 3 burn right now.
Yep.
I will. I'm gonna swing 40 to caster.
All right.
Then I will fatigue him, use his ability to waken him, swing 40 to caster.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna just do the same thing.
Yep.
And then I'll pass turn to you.
Bookmark. Awaken. Alright, so I will fatigue for 2. Spirit.
Okay.
For possession. On Griddle Greaser Pete.
Okay.
So he should be awakened and he should have 5 LP left. And
Yep.
he's going to go ahead and swing in to one of the Felix Stows.
Okay. So he
For
will swing
40
in
and
40
4
and 4 burn.
4 burn, sorry.
So, bam. Where is my dice? Bam. There we go. So that is 40. 4. And he swings back and kills him.
Then I will fatigue for 1 more spirit. And Morpheus the undamaged Felix Stowe.
Okay, so then he is asleep.
And then with that, I'm going to pass turn.
I'll bookmark. Awaken.
The other one's asleep.
Oh, duh. Duh. Playing Aura. Okay. So he goes down to 3. You are down to 1. I am going to play 2 for a green fireball,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I think with that I'm just going to pass turn. So, bam, your burn comes off and you will take 25,
Okay.
and he goes to 2. There you go.
Bookmark. I'll awaken. Play a Spirit Aura. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fatigue for 5. 3 Spirit and 2 neutral for a blue mist. Blue mist's LP is 40. And Spirit and Fear. So I got to roll for Fear. And I'm going to do it to the Fireball.
Yep.
4. Bounces back to your hand. And with that, I will pass. And I believe you have a disturbed indicator on you upon contract. And whenever a caster with a disturbed indicator has more LP than the controller of this beastie, that caster loses 100 LP at the start of their turn. So every start of your turn, if you have more than me, you lose 100. Yep. So
There
go ahead.
you go. Okay. We are going to 21. And you said it's 40 LP?
Correct.
Hmm. Okay. What's its attack, if you don't mind me asking?
Its attack is Bone Pick for 40, and it has a Terra bonus for Forest with 30.
Okay.
So base is 40.
Alright, what I'm going to do this turn is just play 3 for a Piazbird.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pass turn.
All right. I will bookmark.
So let me ask: it's at the start of my turn I lose 100?
Yeah, it says at the start of your turn, the person who has the indicator
Gotcha. Okay.
at the start of their turn. Yep. I will place down a Prism Aura for turn. Awaken. We will we're gonna fatigue for one Spirit for New Year's New Beginnings.
You got it.
Okay. I'm going to fatigue 4. Fatigue for 1 for Morpheus on Piazza. And I will swing 40 into Felixstowe. Damaged one. I will play a Burning Spirit Imprint, and I will pass.
Okay. Now we'll bookmark.
You lose 100.
Salute. I'm gonna play Unending Fire Crystal. I will play Aura for turn. I will use 1 aura to bookmark 2.
I'm going to fatigue that, and I'm going to play second anniversary so I can bookmark.
Okay. Yep. So just the 1, and then I'm going to how do I want to do this? He swings for 40, you said?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to fatigue for 2. And I will play green fireballs.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pass turn.
Alright, you have 1 aura up.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
1 up.
Bookmark. Wake him. Play Aura of Return. No fatigue for 3 spirit for a patient
Okay.
insight.
Okay.
Alright. So since I went second, I'll bookmark 3. 1, 2, 3. Fatigue, Burning Spirit Imprint for actually I'll fatigue it first and not use it. I will fatigue these 3. For Power Up Red on Blue Mist.
Yep.
I will then swing in at caster for 140. Yep, caster for 140. I will then use Burning Spirit Imprint to do 50 damage Unholy Fire. I'm going to do 50 damage to the Green Fireball. I'll take 25, and I have to roll for my burn.
Okay.
2. Pass. You take 100.
Okay. Let's see here. What to do, what to do. Okay. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will play Father Sam Barbecue Revolutionary.
Okay.
Then, let's see. Then I'm going to fatigue for 2. And I am going to play a green fireball.
Alright.
Then I'm going to just use Father Sam. And I will swing into caster for 125.
Alright.
And then I will pass turn. And he creates that friendly token,
Yes, he does.
friendly barbecue token.
Yes, he does. Alright, so I'll bookmark. Wake him.
I just smacked my mic, so I'm sorry.
I'll place an aura for turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will fatigue for 2 aura
Okay.
to place down a curse on green fireball.
Okay.
I'll fatigue for 2 for possession on Father Sam.
So he takes 5.
I will then swing in at caster for whatever, 125.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will get a barbecue token myself. I'm going to go ahead and use this.
There you go.
Then I will swing into caster for, yeah, I know he does it anyways. I'll swing into caster for 140. Yeah.
Yep. It's what, 140, right?
Yeah, 140. Then I'll fatigue for 1. To Morpheus. Father Sam.
Okay.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. And so he takes 20. He still awakens. These all still awaken. Okay. Alright, here we go. I'm going to play an Aura Return. So I'm going to destroy my token that has self-destruct.
Yeah.
And I'm going to recover 25 LP, and he loses all the traits for this turn. So
The status effects? Or
No.
traits?
I don't think so. Just traits. Yeah, he has none.
Okay.
No, I guess he has fleet and unblockable because I'm claiming, that I live. Well, I do live in the U.S., but I'm claiming it.
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just doing it to do it. But yeah, he doesn't recover any of that stuff. I don't think. It just recovers 25 LP and loses all traits this turn. Yeah, that's it.
Hold on 1 second.
So
Alright, you're good.
you good? You reading it?
Yeah. My headphone died. I had to switch it up.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still your turn. You go ahead.
Yeah. So now I'm going to fatigue. How do I want to do this actually? Well, let me read a roll real quick. I have it right here. I don't have to too much. I'm actually at the page even. So where is it? It's the part that I hit though. Okay, sweet. So I am going to okay. First let me 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is going to be for an Iowa Dragon. So deal 25 damage to target opposing caster. So 25 to you.
Okay.
Inflict caster and their BCs with 2 burn. So you get 2, and all of your beasties get 2 burn.
Just beasties, not pages.
Yeah, just the beasties get the burn. I think that's all that can get burned actually. It's you and the beasties.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Then I will fatigue 2. I will bring out my man's Griddle Greaser.
Okay.
Then I'm going to fatigue 1. I am going to Merging Flames, which allows me to do 10 damage. Target BC or caster loses 10 LP and is inflicted with burn 1. So actually I have a question for you first.
Sure.
If I did that to one of my beasties, would that wake it up?
Yes, it would do double damage, and it would. Actually, hold on 1 second. I'm pretty sure the damage. Hold on, let me just double check. I was just reading it actually, and it might not.
That's what I was thinking too.
I think when it's targeted by an attack, I think it wakes up from sleep. Alright, so when a sleeping page takes any damage outside of combat in which it is inflicted, double the damage, remove the sleep indicator, and awaken it. Yeah, so
so it would take
that
20?
would actually awaken it if it's taking damage outside of combat.
So this is my question. Actually, let me leave it sleeping for now then.
Yeah.
Here's the reason for my question. It says target BC or caster loses 10 LP.
That's not damage.
So that's not damage.
No. It has to say
Okay.
damage, I believe. If it says loses like this one, equip this spell to target BC. Equip BC loses 20 LP at the end of each turn. It's not taking damage, it's losing. So technically
Okay,
you wouldn't
so
be
then-
able to give it damage.
So then I actually will retract that and not do that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the whole. I was playing it to see how it would work out. You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
But with that then, okay. So you're already burnt 2. Let me just swing into you then. We're going to do 40.
You're good?
And then I am going to do 30.
Yep.
And then I will pass turn, and he dies. Your burn goes down to 1.
Alright. I will bookmark. Awaken.
It's a close game. I like this.
Alright. How many cards do you have in hand?
1.
1? Okay. So I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to swing in and caster for 140.
Yep.
Fatigue for 1. Give me 20 damage. And then this guy takes 20 damage because they're all still burned. Then I'll fatigue for this
I'm just over
one
here
and
realizing a
what?
bunch of mistakes that I made last turn, honestly. But it's
I
all
actually
good.
made it. I made a huge mistake, even though you guys can't. Nobody can see it right now, but it was more. I didn't show anybody. And then I'm gonna
Oh.
Morpheus.
Mine was visible. So, what are we more facing?
How much is Iowa Dragon's attack again?
It does 50 and 3 burn, and it has the effect where it can increase the burn counter by 2.
Okay. To him. He's going to sleep. And I'll go ahead and fatigue for 1 for a familiar, and then pass turn. Move Walking Sam up here. No more burn.
I'm just, yeah, no more burn. Okay. Okay. All fatigue 3. He's awake. I mean, this is game right here, honestly. Not for me. I mean, once I pass turn, it's game.
I was like, dang. I was like, you gonna come back right now?
No, I mean, if things were just slightly different, I probably would have been able to, but
Woof.
I didn't get what I needed. So I will swing 140 to caster and 4 burn, and then I'll pass turn, and
Wow.
you just could swing in and win right there.
Yeah, and I'll awaken and I'll swing in and win right there. Dude, alright, so hold on one second. First off, all you needed to
I'm mad
do
at myself.
was awaken Felixstowe right there with like an explosion,
I
do
know.
50 damage to something, and then 10 damage to Felixstowe. You would have awakened. It would have doubled,
bam.
but you need sometimes
Yeah.
you use the extra flame damage to wake up your own beasties when you're playing Spirit.
Yeah,
But
here's
these
where I
traits
messed
are
up.
hard for
And
you.
Here's where I messed up, and it wouldn't have done much. But actually, it probably would have. It wouldn't have done much, but it would have changed the outcome of the game. Basically, let me put it that way. I used that token just being like, I got this stupid token, I got no reason to use it, really, let me just freaking use it. I could have used it on, that's literally my mindset. I was like, let me just get rid of this, it's taking up space on the board, let me just use it, get rid of it, I got no purpose for this
It
thing
has
right
traits.
now. Exactly, yeah, I'm an idiot. I wasn't even thinking of it.
I was actually nervous. I was like, oh,
wasn't.
he's got the tokens now. I was like, I have one. I was like, but he can kill it in my head, and I was like, he's just gonna make
yeah.
another one.
And I don't know why I wasn't even thinking of it, but I genuinely, honestly, was not even thinking of it. Like, it just completely slipped my mind. So, yeah, we live and we learn. It's my first time playing this deck, so I'm not too upset with how it performed.
Game 1 down.
It was a fun game.
Deadly.
Yeah, it was a fun game, though. Definitely.
No,
a
it was
fun
actually
game,
really
so-
good. I liked it.
So, anything you want to point out on your deck, or anything you want to say about the game, or anything like that, before we make some announcements and close out the episode?
So with this deck, I run light on the beasties, high on the spells, and the little tricks that you can do to maintain their board. And then also you are taking the damage, and this guy is just, that's your plan. Like it's part of the plan. Otherwise you can start, which is actually where my mistake came in. I played the New Year's and threw away, and I know this sounds so stupid to say, but I threw away the red ghost, and I had enough aura to play it. I just thought in my head immediately, I was like, oh, I'll throw it over here.
Yeah.
But after I played it, I was like,
I
I didn't have any familiars until the end. Literally, I had one familiar at the end.
From opening hand, I had this in my hand, and every single turn, I had one aura available to
I know.
use it if need be. And literally the one turn I fatigued 3, I think they put out like Piazza Bird or something like that. I don't remember anymore, but I fatigued all 3 of them. I fatigued all 3 of them, and in my head, I was like, this is his chance. If he wants to do it the whole game, if he wants to get one power up red or one New Year's off, this is his one and only chance. Because I willingly and knowingly use that aura with this in my hand. You know what I mean? And and you did it. And I was like, oh my god, the one time. And you knew you, so I couldn't even use it because now it's in the cemetery. I was just like, you got it. But that was a good game, man. So yeah, with that being said, guys, we're gonna be coming back soon with a game 2 with these spell books. I already know I'm gonna be making some edits to mine. Deadly, I'm not sure if you're gonna be making any to yours.
Maybe small.
But yeah, I'll probably make a few to mine. I'm not sure exactly what, but we'll find out by the next episode. And I just wanted to let everybody know that we do have a Discord channel. The link will be in the description below. Feel free to join. There is a section in there where you can give us suggestions and things like that for our YouTube channel. We'd love to hear them. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll be able to get updates on not only gameplay videos such as this, but you will also be able to get the updates for our podcast that we host with Cryptid Nation News. So be sure to also check out those podcast episodes. Every Friday in the Caster's Corner Discord, we do host a Learn to Play event, and that is in our Discord, and we use real cards or proxies over webcam to play. If you would like to participate in play, you are able to sign up on the Play Network, and I will leave a link to the Play Network down below, and you can just search every single Friday. We're on there, and it's just Caster's Corner Learn to Play. If you want to just watch and not play and learn the game through watching others and asking questions, you can just hop in the Discord and join that event. So again, I'll leave a link to both the Discord and the Play Network down below. And lastly, I just want to let everybody know that we are sponsored by Immortal Workshop. So you can see Deadly there has, like his little business card. So Immortal Workshop, his link will be down below in the description, and that is an affiliate link. So that will let him know that you came from us. Or if you are just on his website and use code CasterCorner at checkout, that also will let him know that you came from us. So with that, Deadly, you got any last thoughts before we say goodbye?
No, it was a good game. We got a lot of action, and I'd like to see the next round. I want to see how you pull out with the knowing what mistakes you made this time.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of fun, man. So definitely, I'll be back next time and hopefully win my first one, the undefeated Deadly right now. But with that, guys, we appreciate everybody watching. Again, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you with the next one. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye, guys.